and gentlemen, welcome back to another fine edition of the Beers and Beers podcast. As always, the guillotine looking as only this motherfucker can look. Daddy Rambo and the Tower of Funky Power coming back at ya. Gentlemen.
Might have flung just some monster all over John's bar.
How we doing?
Ah, fuck, man. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little hungover today.
Pissed off.
A little pissed off. Fuck, man. So, we got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about.
Busy we've been.
Busy.
You're telling me, man. I've been just all over the place, dude. Can't.
All of us together, and too.
Yeah. I mean, we've been all over the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Past two weekends.
And once again, let me reiterate, fuck the Amish.
Fuck the Amish.
They cost me probably 10 minutes travel time today.
It cost me 10 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everyone that lives in Pennsylvania, southeastern Pennsylvania, I don't know, are the Amish all over Pennsylvania? I don't know, but they shouldn't be. I'm sure people lives
We should
are
put them on
wasted.
an island somewhere or something, you know? I don't know, maybe in the South Pacific. I don't know.
Somewhere.
But,
I don't know.
Man, it is.
It's torture following
Get
them
a
guys in
car.
them buggies,
Get a
man.
car. Get a fucking car.
And you're risking your fucking life zipping around these motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Take a shower.
Take a shower.
Indoor plumbing and electricity, dude. They're good things. It's not the devil.
Cell phone. Get yourself a cell phone. So you can call Jebediah.
For fuck's sake, God's not gonna send you to hell because you don't drive a fucking pickup.
Like, okay.
Or you do, whatever.
Like, if you want to do that, pay taxes first of all.
Yeah.
So the state
They don't pay taxes. The Amish paid no taxes.
So
no
the state
property
can maybe
taxes,
like
nothing.
widen the road and have a buggy lane.
Yeah, except the fine citizens of Pennsylvania, their taxes are being used to repair the roads that the Amish destroyed.
Yeah, we went up there January when you broke your bow or whenever it was, and the roads were fucked.
Yeah.
We went up there today and
They
they
repaired
they
them.
patched. They put a fucking long patch where it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane.
All right, we got the Amish out of our system.
I don't think I did.
You want to keep going?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, so had a pretty great time at the TAC. I know we touched base on it last week. We had a short podcast about it, but if you guys didn't know, or if you didn't listen, the Total Archery Challenge in Seven Springs, we did really good. All of us shot at the caribou. All of us got really close, but Johnny was the only one to get in.
You got in.
We got an entry.
I got it. Yeah.
You know, that monkey was on my neck, son,
Yeah,
and we had to get him off
I do.
because we guaranteed it for fucking months.
Yeah.
Somebody had to do it.
I'm glad if you wouldn't have got in, I probably would have shot more and spent more money.
I would have kept going.
Yeah. Everyone was ready to empty their savings accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what? And it was significantly harder than we thought.
Yeah.
Well, mainly because it was such an incline. And the
Yeah.
videos don't do it justice, man. It's
No.
quite an incline. It's not by no means flat there at Seven Springs. You're shooting, it's about 115 yards by my rangefinder.
Mine too.
And it is, if it was an elevation rise, it's probably about 35 feet.
It was probably more than that. It was probably
Above.
45. It was
Yeah,
up there.
It was up there. You're aiming, we were aiming straight up.
Because
I mean,
when
it was
we were at
crazy.
like the Ski Lodge Hotel looking out over the practice field, we were pretty much level with the caribou.
Yeah.
And that was a ways up there.
Yeah.
So,
It was a shot, and the wind was just intense.
yeah, the wind was like blowing towards us and like to our left. So it was like a crosswind. It was all fucked up.
And it got worse as the day progressed.
Yeah,
So on the practice range, it was up, but it wasn't up
Yeah.
any. And then we transitioned over to the caribou, and it was like, really?
Yeah, I came to full draw a lot of times and had to let down because a big old gust of wind came. And like, you don't want to fucking waste an arrow. It's $15 fucking dollars.
Yeah. And we did really good. I lost one arrow on the actual course.
Me too.
I lost two.
Yeah. No, I mean, we
Hey Ryan, how many did you lose?
right. Everybody did.
He
really
shot
good.
well, too.
Yeah,
I mean-
everybody shot well. Oh, Ryan lost a couple more arrows, but he also his sight he was a little limited.
equipment.
He was in Crocs, you know, all that good stuff. Shout out Ryan Maitland.
Crocs.
Won't talk too much smack on him. He's not here to defend himself. But yeah, I mean, dude, the TAC was sweet. I had a great time. It was awesome. We will be there every fucking year.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Next year we're gonna do. Well, should we tell them?
Should we tell them?
Yeah, we're working on. Go ahead, Johnny. Do the honors.
Well, we linked up with Tack Rob. Shout out Tack Rob, cool motherfucker.
Cool cat.
Apparently we we're gonna get a tent next year.
Yeah, we're
and
gonna
set up next to the Caribou.
Yeah, we're gonna set up next to the Caribou next year.
Live
We're gonna work it out with him. We're gonna do a live podcast with Tack Rob. Probably do it on there straight from the Tack. So we're gonna set up there. We'd love. I know it's your way, but anybody who wants to come see us in Seven Springs, we'd love to see us.
Yeah.
And we'll be there. We'll be at the Caribou every day, and I'm obviously we're gonna shoot, but
Yes.
at the same time we're gonna do the course, and we'll be at the tent too. So
Yeah.
that'll be really cool, man. I'm looking forward to that.
Maybe Sam will be there selling merch or something.
Yeah. We'll have to recruit some help.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, I think next year we're gonna make it like a whole family deal.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
should
we're
probably
bringing-
get like a Airbnb or something.
Yeah, or just rent out like a suite there.
Yeah.
Right on the. It'd be sick to rent the hotel that is right on the mountain. It'd be real nice to be right there.
Yeah.
That way, at the end of the day, you can just walk over to the hotel.
So sick. So fucking sick.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
The way the course was laid out, I didn't really agree with, but
I mean, it was really good. You can't give them a hard time
No.
too much about it. Like you said, there was a lot of uphill shots.
Too
and
many
stuff.
uphill shots.
yeah.
Oh, but you know what? It made it fun. It made it challenging.
It did.
You know what I mean? I had a great time.
Like in my mind before we went, I thought it was gonna be like shoot the target, walk down to the target, get your arrow, walk past that target,
Yeah.
and go to the next. The Yeti course, and the other courses might be like that, but the Yeti course, you would shoot the target, you'd walk up to the target, get your arrow, and walk back down to where you shot, and then walk down a road to the next target, and do the same thing basically.
Yep. So it was still really cool.
It
And there
was-
were
it was
some
fun.
targets that were like that.
Yeah.
Where you'd walk to them and then you walk past, but it was a great time. I think next year we're gonna want to try something a little more challenging.
Prime knock on, yeah.
Yeah, primer knock on.
Doing both. We're gonna
Yeah,
be there
we're gonna
for
be
4
there 4
days.
days.
We're gonna have 4
Yeah.
days to
We'll do 'em
shoot,
all.
so we'll do as much as our shoulders can stand.
Hopefully I'm in a little bit physical, better condition because that was rough.
Yeah, me
that
too.
Yeah, it was a hell of a lot of hiking. It was like 7 miles worth of hiking we did that day, including the course and just the whole day.
Yeah, my
You know what I
phone
mean?
said like 7.5 miles of walking.
Yeah, and it's not flat walking; it's mountain hiking. You know what I mean? So it'll get you.
Yeah.
It'll get you.
And the thing says 40 to 75 for the Yeti course. First two targets were 80 plus.
Over 80 yards. Yep, which
So,
is cool.
Liars.
Hey, we were good with it.
Yeah, I
though,
didn't-
you know what
yeah.
I mean, but I'm sure a lot of people were challenged more than they
Yeah.
anticipated.
Like if they,
It was harder than I thought it would.
Oh,
would be.
yeah.
Yeah. But even so, like I said, I mean, we did well. Everybody shot pretty good.
fucking Saskatchewan had fucking steel nipples. Dude.
Yeah. the fucking Yeti target had
was-
steel nipples.
That was one of my best shots.
Yeah, it was.
I kicked off
You got
strong.
the best shot on that one by far.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
wheels-
today, we went up to Lancaster Archery up in PA, had a
Customer
appreciation day. And it was actually really cool, man. They were giving out like $85,000 worth of free stuff. And it didn't cost a penny to enter.
Nope.
You walk in, you automatically get a ticket to enter in a drawing where you can win some free stuff. And then they had a bunch of steel targets. And these steel targets have little holes. Some of them are larger than others, but holes cut out of them. And you got to try to shoot through that hole. If you get through the hole, you get entered to win. Most of them were bows, and then one of them was an e-bike. It was called a Quiet Cat. And there are different yards from 24 yards was the shortest, and 69 was the farthest, the elk, which we all did the elk.
Yes.
And we smoked it. We did great. There was 3 things I wanted. I wanted a shot for 2 bows and the Quiet Cat, and I maxed out. You can only get 5 entries. It's free to shoot, but you can only get 5 entries. Maxed out on all 3 of the ones I wanted. So I had all 15 entries that I wanted to get, and it was really cool. But
We got fucked again.
it was fixed. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely fixed. Fixed, fucked,
Rigged.
None of us won shit. It was like motherfucker.
Like between the three of us, we had 38 entries.
38 entries,
And we got nothing.
nothing. So that sucked.
Yeah.
But it was still really cool, and I'll probably go back next year.
Of course.
No, absolutely. And it,
Well, the turkey was a Bowtech, right?
Yeah.
And then
You could win a prime, which was
prime was the elk.
69 yarder.
the prime was the 69-yard elk. The turkey was 24 yards. I shot for the Matthews because I'm a closet Matthews guy.
apparently.
Fucking Closet Matthews guy. Yeah, we didn't
Should we
talk-
tell that story?
we
You want
didn't
me to
talk
tell
about
it? You want to tell it or
no,
me?
Runsky, you need to tell that
Okay. Thank you. I'll do the honors. So we get done shooting the tack, and they have an after party. Wasn't it Foggy Goggles was the name of the bar or
The
something?
bar, yeah, Foggy Goggles.
So they have an after party. So we go back to the hotel, shower up, we all jumped back in the truck, headed to this after party. And
We rode in there like a fucking.
oh, let me tell that.
Big
Yeah.
dick in a locker
Oh
room.
yeah. Well, we rolled up like celebs. So as it's not that cool, but
No,
it's
it
cool.
was.
It was cool.
Everybody else walked there.
So anyway, the parking's crazy. I mean, the parking lot was loaded down with a ton of vehicles. So it's like a hike. It's like a 400-yard walk,
More
if
than
not
that,
more.
probably,
Yeah.
half a mile.
And as we're getting out of our truck, there's a guy. I don't know if he was like a maintenance guy or he worked for the hotel.
He was
He
on
was
a
in a
golf
golf cart.
Yeah, whatever it was.
And it was a larger golf cart that could fit all of us. And as he drove by, I was like, wow, it'd be sweet if someone would give us a ride. And he stopped. And he was like, did someone say ride? Threw that fucker in reverse. We all jumped into this golf cart and we rolled up to the after party like fucking OGs, man. Roll out the red carpet. It was awesome. Everyone's looking at us like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
Little
I
bit,
don't know.
little
Hopped out of
did,
the golf
yeah,
cart.
little did they know. It was luck.
Yeah, it was pure luck.
Pure luck. So
but
anyway, back to the after party. So we take our showers, roll up to the after party.
Total sausage fest. bro.
Total sausage
Oh my
fest.
God.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All dudes.
You walked in there and it just fucking smelled like balls.
Yes. It's not like a fucking bowling alley.
Yeah.
We missed Dudley. He was only there for what, 3 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dudley showed his face for 2 minutes and then left. But so anyway, we roll up to the after party. We walk in and Ryan's getting his drinks and we're all sitting. Yeah.
Ryan's buying a string.
Yeah. Ryan was buying his drinks.
Shout out.
And we're all kind of standing around by the stage where there was a guy playing live music. He was good.
Outdoor television host. I don't remember who it is.
Yeah,
though.
but there was a guy
Look
playing
that up.
live music anyway. This guy, I guess, had won a bow through.
One of the
Through the
shoots.
tack, one of the shoots.
One of the novelty shoots.
No,
And-
it was. I think it was a. I don't know. It might have been that. I think it was just a raffle though.
Anyway, the guy got
okay.
the. It was
Anyway.
it was a brand new Matthews V3.
No, a Vertex
It was a
2
Vertex.
years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a Vertex. And this guy's got a brand new Vertex, and he decides he doesn't want the bow, so he's gonna fucking wrap.
I wouldn't want it either.
So he's gonna so he decides he's gonna auction it off, and donate the proceeds to charity.
To Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation.
Yeah. So which is awesome, cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. I
So
would've done it.
anyway, the bids start. I mean, low. Like you're talking like $10, $20,
Yep.
$100. This fucking the bid didn't even reach $200, and this crazy motherfucker next to us throws his hand up at $700
He's like
fucking dollars.
$700. And me and Runsky just look over like,
We look at him like, what are you doing?
I had to look cool in front of the TV show.
Well, you looked. So anyway, back to the story. So anyway, it was like $10.50, $700. So he throws his hand up for $700, and the place goes quiet.
Hell yeah, dude.
So you had people throwing their hands up left and right. So John power moved his way into
I
$700,
slapped my dick on the
and
table. son.
and everyone was like,
Okay.
"What the
All
fuck?"
right.
Okay,
I shocked the room.
you
dude.
shocked the room.
Yeah.
And when he shocked the room, everyone stopped bidding. 100%. So there was a guy, like, probably 20 feet from us. He did, and I think he was picking his nose or itching his ear or something. And John's like, that guy just raised his hand. He just beat my bid. He just beat my bid. And he's like, dude, what are you talking about? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. I haven't bid anything.
Dude, I blacked out.
But anyway, yeah. He blacked out at 700.
he blacked out.
And luckily,
I just started screaming.
a whole bunch of drunk guys in the corner started going way high. It finished at what, 950?
Yeah, I think it was 950.
I would have paid $700 for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
You had no choice. You threw your hand up, motherfucker.
Well, I mean, but it's a $1,200
It's a
bill.
$1,200 bill. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so anyway. So John bid up on a Matthews bow he really didn't want.
He's a closet Matthews fan.
He's
Closet McCullough
I really
Matthews
think
guy.
you are.
yeah.
I love my Hoy, but I'm a Closet Matthews guy. Sorry.
Wow. Well, you.
That's why I shot for that
I mean-
V3 today.
Yeah.
Moose
Yeah,
at
I saw
51
that.
yards.
Well,
They,
Seth-
they make nice bows.
well, Seth-
they're second only to Hoyt.
Well, Seth and I saw you staring at the Matthews at Lancaster Archery today.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I can't get down with a 27-inch axle.
Weird
No.
looking.
No, man, that is way too short.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Doesn't look normal.
They got a 30-inch, don't they, or a 31?
31.
Yeah, that's good. I mean,
Yeah, I would do
that's-
it 31.
Yeah, but 27, man, that is a
It's-
short.
It's like
yeah.
a fucking toy.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's like for a smaller person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't get behind that. If anything, I'd go bigger. If I get another bow, I'd go to 33. Like, slightly longer. For long range shooting, man, I mean, it plays a big factor.
Like my 29 and a half.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love the 30 and it does me pretty good all the way out to 115 yards, but would it be a little more consistent? Have a couple more inches? A couple more inches is always nice.
It's always good. Ain't nothing wrong with a couple more inches.
They say it don't matter, but it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit over at Lancaster, that was really cool.
Yeah,
those were easy. We smoked the shit out of them.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be harder.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, shit, the 69-yarder smoked it. I mean, all of them.
Yeah, the elk had a bigger vital region.
Yeah,
there was no
the
problem.
bear, the turkey, and the moose were all pretty small.
The moose was rough.
Yeah.
It was at 51 yards.
And it was like, you got to hit the 12 ring.
Fucking bullwinkle was fucking
Yeah.
mind fucking me. But I got all 5 in there. I going in, I swore we were taking something home.
Yeah.
Swore.
Well, there wasn't that many people.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, shit, we're going to get like 40 entries amongst us. And yeah, I figured one of us had a pretty good shot of winning. We were just not lucky guys.
When he pulled out the ticket for the Quiet Cat, and he was like, I can't read it. I thought for sure it was you.
Yeah, I know, because I have terrible penmanship.
Oh, it's
my handwriting
awful.
is disgusting. My mom was like, he's going to be a doctor. Yeah, I'm going to prison.
Yeah. And the V3, I kind of thought it was me too because it was a J name.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were like, Jason.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah, they really were.
Chris B was there. Shout out Chris B.
Chris B. Yeah.
Hey, he's a little fella.
Little
Yeah.
fella didn't. He looks a lot bigger.
Yeah, he's probably, I don't know how tall. If I had to guess, he's under
my height.
5'7".
My height.
I'd say he's probably like 5'5", 5'6", and he's a little fella. You can't tell on TV, you know. What I
No.
mean? Like, I'm sure. I didn't get to meet Dudley, but I've heard he's a big ass dude too. You don't realize how
6'6".
big the guy is. Yeah,
That's all everyone was talking about the whole tag.
yeah, how big he
Big
was. Yep. And I didn't even see Dudley.
Mm-mm.
Seen his
Seen his wife.
and his
Sharon.
trailer. Yeah, seen Sharon and his trailer. He's got a wicked ass fucking fifth wheel.
Pulled by a Ram.
Yep. Drives a Dodge Ram.
An expense.
When I win that tack truck, I'm gonna have to take off the bow tie and put a Ram emblem on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Whatever makes you feel better.
Okay.
Well,
Dude, they're all pieces of shit.
My goddamn truck.
I've worked on all of them.
Yeah, they're all junk. What are you gonna do?
Exactly. What are you gonna do? Now all we got to look forward to is hunting season.
3 months.
Now it's time to start shifting our focus to prepping for hunting season, getting some stands up. Got the food plot going, putting some cams up.
Yeah, food plot.
I want to start getting that shit going soon. What?
Food plot's not looking good.
No? What's
Dang.
going on?
From the pictures, I haven't been in there. I've been meaning to go in there and just check it out. But from the pictures, it looks like nothing is growing but weeds. And I went in there and I weed killed, and everything was brown. Everything's still pretty brown except for the fucking weeds.
Oh, so the weeds are back and all your plants are dead.
Yeah, they never grew.
Yeah.
Never grew.
No, phenomenal.
That's fun.
Good news.
Fantastic.
I mean, I did plant them, and it never rained.
Buy a deer feeder.
No, don't do that.
Buy a deer feeder. Bag of corn and a deer feeder.
But have you looked at the Moultrie app since it updated?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it updated. It gives you some pretty cool insight.
Okay.
It,
I haven't got my cam out yet. So.
That's true. But it tags if it's a doe or a buck.
Uh-huh.
And obviously I've had this, same deer on camera a lot of the time, but according to this, I've had 22 bucks and 342 does.
No shit. That's cool.
So I got a fucking doe problem, dude.
Yeah, you got to kill some does
Yeah.
up in there.
Yeah.
Dropped a hammer on some of them old girls.
But I was watching YouTube today. I think it's Whitetail Property Solutions.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
And what he was saying, it made total fucking sense. You don't want to give deer food in the summer because it just creates a doe haven.
Yeah.
And bucks don't like a lot of does.
Yeah.
Even during the rut, it just causes stress. Like, you can't be fucking mounting all these chicks.
You tell me.
But he was saying if you don't want a lot of does, don't give them summer food. But I think this property is just plain overrun with does.
Yeah.
Because there's no food.
What is this? I don't understand why a lot of summer food is going to bring in more does opposed to a lot of food in the fall.
Well, I mean, the does are going to find the food in the summer, and they're just going to stick around.
They're gonna stay on it. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I love shooting does.
Yeah, I'm going to fly.
But I feel like if there's does there, bucks are going to come.
Social pressure, man. Bucks are loners. They don't, they don't hang out with does
Unless it's rutting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess there's something to it.
Yeah.
It makes some sense.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I want to get out Father's Day. I'm gonna go out and get all my stuff done for the season. I got a couple stands I'd like to hang. I'm gonna put a feeder out. That'll be my my doe slaying spot. You never know, might catch a nice buck there or something. But I don't know. I don't. It's much more fun to hunt not over a feeder.
Yeah, I don't.
When I'm hunting over corn, it's almost like I'm just like grocery shopping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm just getting some meat in the freezer.
Yeah, like you can time these fucking deer on the camera.
Yeah.
They're gonna be there at this time.
Fuck you, I love it. I love going to the grocery store.
But like you can time it out, and you can be there 10 minutes beforehand. You can walk in and ice one.
It kind of takes a little bit of the fun out.
Yeah.
I still love it. Don't get me wrong, but I just
sweating these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I like running and gunning and setting up on a spot where I've even maybe not even used cameras, just familiar with the area, no pinch points,
Bed
funnels,
feed.
and bedding, feeding. Yeah, I love that. That's
Bed
the best.
feed. I mean, killing deer is not hard.
Yeah.
Bed feed.
Yep. That's all there's to it.
That's it.
What about I touched base with you guys a little bit about FOC.
Yeah.
So that stands for front of center. It's not full of crap, or is it full of crap? Is there something to it?
Is it full of crap, man? We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. But so most manufacturers recommend like a 10 to 15% FOC. And if you're not familiar with what FOC is, it stands for front of center, and it is basically the amount of weight that you have in the front compared to the rest of your arrow. So like where the fulcrum point is in the arrow. And what you want to think about is you want the tip of your arrow to be heavier. For basically a good analogy is think of a dart. You throw a dart at a dartboard. If you throw that thing backwards with the vanes first, it's going to fly crazy.
Yeah.
If you've got more weight in the front, it makes for a much more stable flight path. And specifically for long-range shots, when your arrow starts to slow down, that weight in the front keeps it more stable. And I noticed with my lighted nocks on the back that my FOC was like a 9.5, which is a little under optimal. And I've been tweaking them, and that's what I shot today. So I've tweaked them. I took the lighted nocks out, put regular nocks in, and put 125 grain field point in there. And now my FOC is like 14 point something.
Money.
And I'm kind of liking it. I mean, I was smoking those targets today.
Yeah, you shot really good today.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep playing with it. And what's nice about that spot hog, man, with the dovetail, I moved my sight in 2 spots and changed the weight of the arrow, and I'm hitting almost the same exact spot. I didn't even have to change my sight tape.
Yeah.
So I can change my arrows back, move my sight tape forward for hunting season when I want to use lighted nocks, and don't even have to change my sight tape.
You're gonna extend your sight all the way out for deer season?
Back to where it was, not all the way out.
Yeah. I was thinking about sucking it in for deer season, just kind of keep it more compact.
Yeah.
But I already got that 11-inch stabilizer hanging off the front. Does it really matter?
Yeah, exactly. And the thing of it is I want lighted nocks for hunting. So I can very easily, I don't have to resight in or nothing, move it forward 2 notches, put my lighted nocks on.
Yeah.
And I'm good for hunting season. So that's probably what I'll do.
Yeah, I'm sitting at like a 9.45%.
Yeah.
But those gold tips that I bought, gold tip black labels, they came with like a little weighted insert for the insert. They just screw into the insert, and I didn't put them in. If I did put them in, I would imagine I'd be in the 10 range.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
So because I lost 10 arrows a day shooting those fucking steel targets, so I got to order more. And when I do, I'll probably put those weights in. Just play around with it. You know?
Yep. It's fun to play with it and just see how they group. You know what I mean? Just play with your arrow configuration. Switch some nocks out, switch some tips out, put some inserts on. Even your vanes. Like a lot of people forget about the vanes when they calibrate that. Like I'm shooting a 440 grain arrow altogether.
Yeah.
Your vanes weigh, my Blazer vanes, I don't know what you guys are shooting, but they're 6.3 grains per vane.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you got some weight in the rear just from that. Then you add a lighted knock to it. If you've got a light insert and a 100 grain field point, your FOC is going to be suboptimal.
I mean, I don't think
How
really.
much is it a factor for hunting?
0.
I don't know.
I haven't
But if you're shooting out past 50 yards, you're going to get less consistent shots.
I mean, I haven't shot a deer over 40.
Yeah.
But there's no saying I won't.
Right. I've done it once. The furthest deer I've ever shot was about 45 yards. It was range of the tree was 46, and he was like right next to the tree. So
I seen a YouTube video. I forget who posted it, but it was this guy like at a hunting convention, and he was going around asking these professional hunters like, "What's the max you would shoot at a whitetail, and most of their answers were 30.
Really?
Yeah, which was flabbergasting. to me.
Professional hunters or professional archers?
Professional hunters like Michael Waddell,
Yeah,
all them
yeah,
guys.
yeah. Well, I think you know what. Honestly, if you're just hunting and you're not shooting out those long range yards, I understand that. And a lot of guys don't even have sights over 40. They got a 20 yard, a 30 yard, and a 40 yard pin. You know what I mean? And the 40 yard they almost use as like a maybe they'll shoot at 35. And also, I think a lot of it is they're afraid of the backlash that comes with it if they say anything over 30.
That makes sense.
Because people get butthurt about it if you say you'll shoot a deer over 30 yards. And it's like, look,
I'm going to fucking 70, bro.
I get it. If you're not comfortable with it, that's fine. But hey, man, I've shot a lot of deer over 30 yards, and I've killed a lot of deer. And am I going to shoot at a deer that's looking straight at me at 40 yards, knows I'm there, and is super skittish? No.
That deer's ducking that arrow at 20 yards.
Yeah, but when I can get a fist-sized group at 70 yards, and I see a deer at 50, and he's completely oblivious to my presence, I'm comfortable. I can take that shot. It's ethical. It is.
These past couple months practicing over your house, it's 70, 80, 90, 100, 115. These long ranges, they're nothing.
They're totally doable.
Yeah.
It's all about practice. You know, it makes a difference.
Yeah,
And you can reach out longer. Honestly, I think 50 is probably the longest I'd shoot on a deer. But I mean, hell, at 80 yards, I'm like almost out of a dozen arrows at 80 yards. Probably 11, if not 12 of them are in the kill zone.
Yeah, you
on
might
that
have
deer.
one little
I'm
flyer.
double lunging. Yeah, I might have one little flyer or something. You know what I mean? So 50s, it's a non-factor.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you know, there's always situational circumstances that can be changed. So I get it, but it's all about you. You know what I mean? And if you're an ethical hunter, whatever you think you can make a decent shot at, I got no issues with it. Whether it's 20 yards or 60 yards, you know, I mean, whatever.
Whatever you want to do.
Like, yeah, I know Dudley. I think he said he shot one at 90, and Don
like
he said
86.
something. Yeah, it's doable. You have to. As long as you're comfortable, you're not sitting there shaking your ass off.
Yeah, know your equipment.
And be confident in your ability.
Yeah. Don't throw one up. Kentucky windage.
Yeah. No, that's not okay.
Kentucky windage the piss out of that fucking caribou though.
You have to at that yardage.
Yeah. And the wind.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But as far as like actually getting in the kill zone on that caribou, oh dude, we were smoking it.
Yeah.
But a 12 ring in a kill zone is different. That 12 ring's tiny, top of a beer can.
Dude, that was fucking fate. Like, it was my very last arrow.
Yeah.
My 16th arrow. I aimed for the middle of the fucking neck, and it just dropped right into the fucking 12 ring.
You leaned over and looked at me with you were like, well, this is it. You were like, this is the last one. So like nonchalant, just complete like, he was like, hey, that's it, Jeremy. I was like, all right, bro, send her home.
I just threw that thing up and just Hail Married, and like as soon as that released, and I saw the arrow flying, I was like, fuck, that looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And Tack Rob was like, you're in. Wait, no, you're in.
Yeah, dude. At that distance, with that wind and shit, you couldn't aim for where you want to hit.
No, absolutely not.
Because that's like the first couple shots, you aim where you want to hit, and you just adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
And that's like, I think you were saying Chris B said that, like, don't adjust your sight.
No.
Just aim at a different spot. Because you start adjusting your sight at that range, man.
You're chasing that arrow all day.
Yeah, dude. Just slowly move your pin. Hold on a different spot on the target, and that's the way you got to go with those long range shots. Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna move your pin all over the place. Go back to 40, and you're gonna be way off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
Makes no sense.
I just aimed at the middle of the neck, and that was the fucking entry. It's just crazy.
Thank God we decided to shoot the caribou before the
I wouldn't
course.
have been able to
my
do it.
God.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have got in.
Would not have been able to
Either
do
that,
it.
or we'd have got like 5 in. Just tired, like not even
Yeah.
matter.
Nerve wracking.
Yeah. Oh, those steel targets were nerve wracking.
I think the steel targets are more nerve wracking.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
shaking the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to lose this $10 arrow.
Yeah, so we're just cheap motherfuckers.
Well, and let me tell you something about the Beers and Deers boys. So the Beers and Deers boys rolled up to this caribou, and we were pulling people in.
Oh yeah.
When they see, oh yeah, I knew
We had
John.
spectators.
Yeah, John and Seth in particular were dialed. I didn't do bad, but these we were pulling. Well, I did all right, but they were like, these guys can shoot.
Yeah.
There's some fucking good old boys from Cecil County.
Yeah, that's what I said. We're just shooting in Seth's backyard, baby.
I was feeding off of it. Like
Oh, it was
at first
awesome.
I was nervous, and then like you got people watching you stuff, and then I'm just getting dialed in.
I got in the motherfucking zone.
Like, nice shooting, man. Damn, that was a hell of a shot. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck yeah, I got this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Dude,
Then I didn't get it.
After that first 11, I had like 4 like in like the 10 ring or the 10-8 ring, and I was like, I didn't want to shoot anymore, but you were like, dude, I got to shoot more. And I was like, well, I might as well shoot more too. And we went and bought 5 more, and the last one just got in.
I initially did 6.
Yeah.
And then you guys were like, fuck it, we're running it back. I was like, fuck it, I'll run it back too.
That fucking monkey was on my neck, son. We had to get it.
We had to get it off.
Yeah.
Dude, out of like our shots, a lot of them were in the 10 and 8 range.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in solid kill shots.
You split the line on like your 3rd arrow.
Yeah,
dude.
it was-
I could have sworn.
I thought that was it.
I would have bet like $1,000 you were gonna get in.
I know,
You
because
were shooting so
I was
good.
shooting so. That was like some of the best shooting I had done at that range. I was all around that motherfucker. The best I could do was hit that line, man. And, hey, if you, like I said, if you wouldn't have got in, I probably would have kept trying. One of us was getting in no matter what.
Yeah, we had to.
You know, if we had to start panhandling on the corner, we were getting in. You know what I mean?
We gained another.
I can't wait to do it again. I love it.
It's awesome.
It was so much fun. The tack is, if you got one near where you're at,
Fly.
it is, yeah, go to it, man. Oh my God, I'm doing it every year. I love it. I might even try some of those other ones. There's other types of events just like the tack that are just different. Other companies that do them.
Just make sure you hold on to your release when you're
Yeah.
drawing your bow
Oh
back.
my God. Let's talk about that. Guy on the target range drew back. I think was he a full draw or half draw?
Directly next to him.
Right next to him.
Like
full
we're
draw,
close.
full
When
draw.
you're on the practice range, you're not fucking 3 feet
Yeah,
apart.
no.
You're
Standing
right
right
next to
next
each
to
other.
Crammed in there, and he had a thumb button hinge, whatever it was. It was handheld. Didn't have a strap on his wrist, and he just lets it go.
Mid draw.
Let the fucking release go.
Mid-draw.
Release out. Yeah.
And his fucking-
Mid-draw.
His release boomeranged like 30 fucking feet up the goddamn. He could have, like my dad's story, could have split his fucking web on his hand.
Hit his riser.
Coulda
What the
hit his
fuck?
riser.
Cracked your riser.
Could have hit somebody, like could have hit you, could have hit somebody else.
And he was concerned about his arrow.
Where'd this anybody
Did anyone see
where
where my arrow went? Dude, you fucking let your hand release go mid draw.
It's like, dude, why don't you go get your hand release and check your equipment?
Yeah. And you talk about
There's a lot of rookie shooters there.
more rookies?
More than I thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of rookies.
Yeah, a lot of people. I heard a whole lot of fuck.
Yeah.
4. A whole lot of that shit, man.
And public service announcement: when you go to TAC, and say you run out of arrows, do not pick up arrows off of the ground
and use them.
and use them, please.
There was a lady.
Don't do that.
There was a lady who was like, "Oh, I ran out of arrows, but I found a couple, and I'm gonna just
thank
keep
God
shooting."
I found some.
And I just like, okay.
Oh my God! Don't do that,
Yeah.
please.
Lady, you're scaring us.
yeah,
It's
like,
so dangerous.
you have no idea how heavy that arrow is, or how light it is. You just shoot right over a target, shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Or you release, the arrow cracks in half, and it splinters
through your hand. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very dangerous.
Don't, please, don't do that.
Dude, the bows. There's a lot of kinetic energy wound up in that motherfucker when you draw it.
Check your, and if an arrow goes in the dirt or hits a funny spot on the target, and it just looks all right, no, like bend it, look at it.
Check it real well.
If that carbon's fucked up at all,
It's risky.
throw it away.
Yep. No. And like what I do is like I can't remember. I just heard this somewhere, and I've been doing it for a while. But I'll take the knockout. That way I don't accidentally shoot that one.
That's smart.
You know what I mean? I'll just take the knockout and put it in my pocket. And I got one in my quiver right now with a knockout because I gotta inspect it because it went in the dirt.
Shit, I hit the caribou with an arrow that had dirt on it.
Yeah, I remember.
I was like, oh, this has dirt on it. Here
last
we go.
last arrow, dirty arrow, raggedy looking fucking arrow. Probably had something to do with you getting in there.
Yeah. That's
Fucking fate.
Just fate, baby. That was
Some-
fate. That's why I think you might win that truck. I
Somebody-
think it was fate you getting in there.
I do too.
Somebody was looking down on me.
I think God hates me so much that he was like, you know what? I'm going to make your friend win this truck.
I got entered. I mean, hopefully the same person that was looking down on me when I hit that 12 ring is looking down on me late August.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I can't wait. We're
That fucking
recording that
sick.
live
Oh,
when we watch the
Live
reaction.
pad.
Well, and it's not just, and I was talking to Tack Rob about this. I don't know if you guys were in that conversation or not. We were talking to Tack Rob all fucking day.
So cool.
Cool dude, man.
Such a cool guy.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna have him. We gotta work it all out with him. But he was saying he's gonna join us on the podcast live from the tack next year.
Yeah, I'll take one.
another one.
Yeah, but anyway, I was talking to Tack Rob about the drawing process. So it's not just these tickets, these entry tickets, just don't go into a bucket and they blindfold themselves and just reach in and grab them. He said last year, I think it was last year, they had a right-handed bow hunter shoot a left-handed bow from like 100 yards or something, and they had all the tickets lined up on like a target.
Mm.
And wherever the arrow landed, that was the winner. I thought it was so cool.
That is cool.
That
is cool.
Yeah. So it's not like they're just reaching into. It's like they make it interesting and fun to watch.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I would if they say my name, I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah.
Like
You're gonna shit a kitten.
I'm gonna shit a kitten, pass out.
Yeah, dude, that would be insane. I did that for a fantasy football league one year. I don't know. Were you in that league? Basically, I took all the names.
Oh yeah.
And I put them on like a board or something, or maybe it was numbers, and everybody put a number somewhere, and I shot the bow, and whatever one was the closest to where I hit, got
that's
the first.
cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. That's how we picked the order of our draft.
Well, your fantasy football, you got to shoot my bow to make it fair this year.
That would be sick.
Because you can't be fucking name hunting your ticket, motherfucker.
Well, no, we all took numbers, and it was like it was somehow blinded. I can't remember exactly how I did it, but it was fair.
Yeah, we'll lace up the left-handed Ventum
funny, I
33.
got
If I'm in your league, you're rolling with the Ventum 33 left-hand, bitch.
I haven't shot your bow yet.
Yeah, you can
actually.
shoot it. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
I'll have to try. I've
How
never shot
weird
lefty.
would that be?
Have you
Ooh.
shot it?
No.
You haven't shot it?
I pulled it back once. It was weird.
Ain't nothing to it.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I do it all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like for me and you, we'd be back here past our fucking ear.
Yeah,
If
well,
we
that's
were-
how my dad's bow is. I'm gonna try to hunt with that fucking thing. Hey man,
How do they adjust the draw length on an old bow like that?
I don't think you can. I don't know
You gotta
how.
be able to.
You'd think like it can't just have a different bow for every length.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
exactly.
gotta take it to the bow shop.
Don, I'm sure Don knows
That bow's 30 years old.
Phew.
I'd love to kill one of my dad's bow too.
Is it safe?
Yeah. That was
Okay,
yes.
I mean,
I guess.
we're going to find out.
I shot it. I mean, I fucking barely hit the target with it. But
How loud was it?
It's
Oh,
back
my
behind my ear. It's like
Put earplugs in.
Yeah, it sounds like a 22.
How about the guy the guy in the group ahead of
yeah.
us? We didn't talk about it. He was shooting. How old was that bow?
Let me say 25. It was older than
It was
that.
like 20 years old. Yeah, it was old. It wasn't as old as my dad.
It's like, dude, the thing's not safe. Probably shouldn't be shooting it. He's like, I'll be all right.
He was doing all right with it.
Yeah, he did,
Yeah.
dude. He held his own with that fucking thing.
Yeah. I mean, he was staying relevant.
Yeah, he
You know what I
gave.
mean?
Oh, absolutely. He gave the guys in his group a fit with a fucking bow that was fucking 25 years older than what anyone else was shooting.
I think the benefit to shooting with shitty equipment first is when you switch to something good, you get so much better.
Oh my
Because you're
God,
so
yeah.
used to working with trash.
I lived it, baby.
Yeah,
I
mean,
lived
Muncie's
it.
prime example.
We all
you
lived
went
it.
you went from not being able to shoot past 40 because of your sight and the bow trash to a couple months later you're shooting 115-yard shots, and that's a testament to learning the right way the first time, but also to a little bit to your equipment and the process that you went through. It's almost like with welding, man. If you start out fucking stick welding and then you go to MIG weld, it's just MIG welding is so easy. You know what I mean? Because it's just a different process. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense to you
I
guys.
know
but-
nothing about welding.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
either.
like you start
JB
out,
Weld?
start out with something harder and make it more difficult on
Yeah,
yourself, and then when you get nicer shit, I mean, it just makes it better. you
Like
know?
with that Martin, there's no way I'd be able